Yeshua calls us to be radically countercultural, and this embodies the Hanukkah story. The faithful believers during the time of Maccabees, they didn't care what the culture said. They held to biblical values. They stayed faithful to the Lord in spite of all opposition. In the same way, Yeshua calls us to stop caring about what the world thinks of us, to stop being led by our desire to be accepted, to stop being led by our insecurities and wanting to be liked. The Sermon on the Mount is the most countercultural sermon ever given. Yeshua says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit. Blessed are those who mourn, the meek, the peacemakers." When everyone else wants war, blessed are those who make peace. Blessed are you when others revile you and persecute you, because your reward is in heaven. What? I'm blessed as I'm being reviled and persecuted? What did the Jewish martyr in 2 Maccabees 7 say? He said, "I am glad to die by your hand." He understood this countercultural message that God is worth more than this world, that we are to live radically countercultural lives for his glory and his kingdom. The world tells us to give into our anger. Every day there is a new outrage. Just get on Twitter sometime. Every day there's a new trending topic. We're mad at somebody new today. Somebody said something that wasn't politically correct or whatever. Someone did something. We're all supposed to be mad. Cancel culture, all of that. The world wants us outraged 24/7. Yeshua, in his Sermon on the Mount, he compared anger to murder. He taught us not to insult or degrade one another. That when we give into our anger, when we live in that, we are worthy of judgment. The world dehumanizes people. The world reduces women and men to sexual objects. Yeshua calls us to sexual purity. He calls us to elevate others, that people are not objects to be used for our own gratification, but that we are to love our neighbor as ourselves. The world diminishes the value of marriage. Yeshua tells us to stay committed in our marriage, that marriage is worth fighting for, that it's worth keeping together. The world says we ought to hate our enemies. We're seeing a lot of this in the political climate in America today. Constantly have to be mad. We have to hate our enemies. We have to hate those who disagree with us politically, according to the world. Yeshua says to love your enemies. You can't get much more countercultural than that.
Hey everyone, David here. I hope you enjoyed watching that short clip. It's taken from a sermon I gave at a conference last year hosted by Founded in Truth. The message is called Why Hanukkah Matters, and you can watch the full message by clicking the link in the description below. So I hope you enjoy the message. And don't forget to like this channel and subscribe and hit the notification bell and all of that. I'll be releasing more videos in the coming weeks. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Blessings and shalom.